and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Boy, it's a beauty out there. Doesn't get much better than this, quite frankly, this time of the year. We should be looking at temperatures in the low to mid 60s over the noon hour, and that's exactly where we are. 62 degrees at the airport, 60 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is at 62. Downtown Bay City is at 60 degrees, a calm breeze. Right now, we are looking at 30.15 and steady is the barometric pressure. Actually, barometer is beginning to rise now just a little. That's because we have a high pressure system to the north of us, and that high is going to be settling down through the lower peninsula and wind up in eastern portions of Ohio as we move into the nighttime hours and the early morning hours tomorrow morning. And then that high is pretty much going to stay in eastern Ohio for the next couple of days. So we'll be looking at pretty much what we have right now. We could turn out maybe a degree or two warmer, not so much tomorrow, but on Friday. And then we'll kind of settle back down just a little bit as we'll keep our eye on a system that's going to try to move into Michigan. We'll give you the time frame on all of that in just a moment. As far as the weather is concerned, that big loop up over Michigan continues, and it does appear as though it's going to stay that way for the next several days. We are watching, as I said, that system off to the west of us, the low pressure right now in South Dakota. It's going to move up through North Dakota into Canada. Another low pressure system after that is going to track along that same pathway. And that pathway is ever so slowly going to be working its way toward Michigan. But we've got a couple of things blocking stuff. So it does look like, first of all, that high pressure that we were talking about is going to keep the flow of that system moving more to the north and the northeast than the east and the southeast over the next few days. And there is a drying effect going on as well in the upper air. So even though that frontal system could bring us quite a bit of precipitation, right now it looks as though it is going to be drying down somewhat. So some of the forecasts are indicating that we'll have a pretty good chance of some rain shower activity around late Saturday night, more than likely at or right after sunset on Saturday night, and then moving through, especially the early morning hours on Sunday. I really think the best chance of any precipitation around is going to be the further south you get in the lower peninsula. I'm not looking at a big coverage area when it comes to this moisture, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the bulk of the precipitation associated with this system actually dries up and evaporates before it actually touches the ground. So I'm not looking at any major rain system affecting our weather as we go into the second half of the weekend. I think we're going to be looking at a lot more in the way of clouds. And there's going to be an occasional shower scooting through. But again, it is going to be widely scattered, and your back porch might not get very much moisture at all compared to once you move south of the I-69 corridor. That's where it does appear as though coverage is going to be a little bit greater. At least that's what it looks like right now as we move through the weekend. Warm. We're not going to see the warmth either that they are seeing in the central part of the country. Northern Minnesota, north further than Minneapolis, where the Tigers are playing ball. 84 degrees is the projected high temperature for today. And it does appear as though that 80-degree temperature is going to stick around even for tomorrow in that part of the country. So that gives you an idea of the temperature variance. It's quite warm in the central part of the United States, and we'll see if that's playing any kind of role in the markets when we talk to Cody Harris here in just a moment from Star of the West. But again, our forecast, we're looking for a high with a light breeze as we go through the afternoon. 72, clear skies tonight. a low of 48. Sun will set this evening at 7:20. It'll rise tomorrow morning, I want to say probably somewhere around 7:33. And then as we move into the day tomorrow, more of the same. We're going to be looking at some pretty nice weather, 72 for a high, 52 for a low tomorrow night. And then on Friday, 74 degrees with sunshine, 56 for a low on Friday night. And again, that low is still going to be over the Red River Valley. Moving into Saturday, more in the way of clouds as we go through the day. There is going to be a chance of some shower activity late Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, 72 for a high. The chances of showers will still be around on Saturday night, 59 degrees for a low Saturday night, so mild. Sunday, chance of some showers around, 68, 69 degrees for a high, 52 for a low, and then maybe a scattered shower around still spilling into the morning hours on Monday. 66 for a high on Monday, 50 for a low, partly cloudy on Tuesday, 66 for a high, 51 for a low. Above average temperatures take us all the way through the 12th. Below average on the moisture. That, in a nutshell, is what the weather is all about. Incidentally, record high in the state is 89, and that was set back in 1905. Record low 27, set in 1942. A year ago, 62 was our high, 47 was our low. We had just under a tenth of an inch of rain for the month of September. As of a year ago today, a little bit better than 3.8 inches of rain in the gauge. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Cody Harris, as we said, standing by. The weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. 0% up to 60 months. That's what you get right now on the Series 1, 2, and 3 tractors from John Deere and Tri-County Equipment. Mulching, tilling, a garden bed, a digging, a pond. It's never been more affordable than right now. Let nothing stand in your way. Your happiness is worth it. Nothing could make you happier than 0% APR for 60 months on a brand new John Deere compact tractor. You can save. And steel equipment, too. It's available right now at Tri-County Equipment. Remember, when you're talking John Deere in Michigan's Thumb, as well as Saginaw, Reese, and Birch Run, you are talking Tri-County Equipment, working harder, doing more. Cody Harris, what are the markets doing today?
Good morning, Terry. Well, it's a good day to be a grain trader here today, Terry. We got all markets in the green after kind of a dismal yesterday where we saw everything close on the lower side in the red. But we got a USDA small grains report, stocks report coming out tomorrow at noon. So I think we're seeing a little bit of preparation for that as we kind of look at that noon our time tomorrow. But looking at everything the way it sits right now, we got cash wheat right now. That's up 8, $6.75 on the white, $6.40 on the red. Looking over at new crop 2022 wheat, that's up 8 as well, $7.07 on the white, $6.47 on the red. Looking over at corn, cash corn is up 6 at $4.89. New crop corn is also up 6 at $4.89. And looking at soybeans, cash soybeans are up 10 this morning at $12.27. And new crop soybeans are also up 10 at $12.27.
Government report coming out tomorrow, Cody?
Yes, that is. Like I said, we got the USDA quarterly stocks and small grain support, noon our time. We had kind of the marketing year for our grains end September 1st. We're getting a lot of these ending stocks for corn, soybeans, and wheat coming out tomorrow. And it seems kind of across the board, The USDA is expecting, or a lot of traders are expecting, kind of some modestly, declines on what they previously expected from the reports. I think that's where you're seeing some strength coming here this morning. I think there might be a little lower stocks report tomorrow than expected, but nothing that we haven't really been talking about the last couple months or so.
All righty. Take care. Have a good day, okay?
You as well, Terry. Thank you.
You bet. Over to Oppenheimer we go now with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. It's Ram Ag season going on right now at the dealer that is this area's certified ag dealer. Since 1852, they've been taking care of trucks and vans, and you can buy with confidence knowing just that. They're the dealer where family and service sells cars. Schaefer and Beerline. And by the Frankenmuth Credit Union, lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. You get it all at Frankenmuth Credit Union. Find out what they can do for you by going to frankenmuthcu.org. Doug Klein, what's going on?
Well, it looks like the dollar's screaming higher, 94.25. That's up about 0.5%. That's kind of ugly. So count your blessings as far as getting any green numbers in the grains. That's kind of an aberration, if you ask me. Silver is at a new low for the year. That's down 91 cents today, down 4%. So, technically they're bailing out of that in a big way. I don't know if they're using that for a hedge anymore against the dollar, or they've got other ways to hide their money. It seems to me that they're using other ways like a Bitcoin or crypto or something like that, but it's not the precious metals just go round. Here's your numbers. December corn is 537.5, up a nickel. The March corn is 545.5, also up 5 cents. November soybeans 1285.5, up 8.5. The March soybeans $13.25 of a penny, up 7 3/4. The December wheat 714, up 7.5, and March wheat is 726.25, up 7 1/4. Crude oil, treading water 74.98, up 8 cents. Heating oil is 230.20, up 1.5 cents. Gasoline 221.89, up 1 3/4 cents. Natural gas is 554.25. That's down 33.5 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2752 at the border. That's up 67 ticks. That matters because we trade a lot of things with Canada. Japanese yen is 111.86, up 36 ticks. The euro is 116.12. That's down 69 ticks. And the dollar's at 94.25. That's up 49 ticks. Gold's at 1730.80, down $5 an ounce. Silver's at 2156.5, down 91 cents. And platinum is at 948.10. That's down $12 an ounce.
A little bit of a drop there.
A little bit.
But again, that wholesale gas, still hanging
Yeah.
down there.
Not
at the pump.
Got to use my 50 cents up tomorrow, so I'm stuck.
Oh, man. Hey,
Yeah,
I got the new card, so I get 55 on top of that.
Always stopping me.
I got to try.
Oh, my gosh.
Doug, you take care.
You too.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Hey, let's switch over to Ed Garber from Nutrient Ag. Ed, you're out windshield farming today, are you, Ed?
I am out windshield farming today. You are correct.
Where are you located right now?
Right now, I'm just north of Lansing. I just pulled over so that I didn't get myself in trouble.
Oh, there you
just
go.
North of Lansing, about 15 miles.
What's the latest as far as our conditions out there? What are farmers telling you, and what are they asking you right now?
Well, so we got some sun and good weather, so harvest is in full swing. The hot topic for the last several weeks has been tar spot, as you probably know. Some corn got harvested here in the last few weeks, and what are they asking us right now is, what has the tar spot done? How much damage has it caused? And, we've had a few plots come off. We've had some fields come out lately, and so far, not as bad as we anticipated. Some very respectable yields coming out, some dry corn, but, it's all over the board depending on where you're at. But, the hot topic right now is supply chain, labor issues, Corona at the ports, whatever, you name it, turn on the internet, turn on the news, the story. But, the question is now is, am I going to get product, and what do I need to do? Do I need to lock it in? And my advice there is just talk to your crop consultant, talk to your salespeople, and make a plan, stick to the plan.
I know there's
some hard decisions.
Yeah, there's a lot of articles out there regarding some of these input costs for 2022, and one of the big words around is fertilizer. Get ready. What are you hearing, Ed?
Yeah, so typically my talks are skewed towards seed because I'm the seed guy at Nutrien, but lots of chatter in the fertilizer markets. Many suppliers won't even price or quote today. Call it a hurricane, call it supply chain, call it whatever you want. There's so many variables that, it's crazy. It's a wild ride. Going to have to make some hard decisions and how to do it, and how to use it most efficiently and get it to the ground most efficiently. But that's a true story, Terry. It's it's pretty chaotic right now, but stay close with your salespeople, whether you're dealing with Nutrien or other suppliers, and just communicate often.
And as far as the seed is concerned, I have to assume that some producers right now are saying, okay, tar spot, the issue, are we going to be able to handle this a little bit better, maybe with other hybrids, different hybrids? I'm kind of curious. What do you think?
Yeah, we're learning. Obviously, it's a work in progress. We've learned a lot this year. This is about the third year that we've dealt with tar spot in some form. Much more widespread this year. We're starting to see some differences in hybrids. We do know there's nothing resistant. Some are handling it better than the others, and what we do know is that fungicide applications absolutely are the best mitigation factor right now. We're seeing, Terry, anywhere from 50 to 70 bushels in response with an application of tassel time fungicide. So, that if this tar spot is here, that's a must be part of the plan. Hybrids are a piece of the puzzle, but management beyond that, I think right now is the bigger piece.
Yeah, good advice. Ed, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
Hey, you too. Enjoy the sunshine.
Oh, I will. Safe travels, my friend. We'll talk to you again. Ed Garber over at Nutrien Ag. Jerry Samolsky joining us right now. Jerry, we just talked to Ed Garber. He was down in the Lansing area enjoying the weather. My guess is we got a little work we can do in the backyard right now.
Sure can. Right now, perennials are in great shape to start dividing. And I would encourage you, before you cut back your perennials, make sure your beds are weeded. Sometimes in scraping or digging out your perennials or working around them, you just cut off weeds. And guess what? They come back first thing in the spring. So before you start cutting back your perennials and grasses, make sure your beds are weeded. And you won't get any more weeds yet this year, more than likely. But yet next spring, you'll be off to a great start because everything will be in good shape, and you won't have that weed pressure. And just once you broke the top off, the roots are still there coming back in the spring. So that does you no good. So please make sure you weed your beds before you start cutting things back.
Sounds good. Jerry, you take care. Have a good one. We'll talk to you again, all right?
Yes, sir, Terry.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center. We're more than a custom paint store. We have everything you need. From carpet to lighting, it's all here. With quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
Since 1959, count them, that's 62 years, Northeastern Paint Supply has been serving the Tri-Cities. We have the most knowledgeable staff in the area, offering you the highest quality products in the industry. Benjamin Moore Paints, Hunter Douglas Blinds, Quazell and Kitchener Lighting, Flooring from Flooring America, fireplace doors, gas logs, and custom-made rugs. It's all here under one roof. Northeastern Paint Supply, Saginaw and Bay City.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
Do you have a yield monitor in your combine? Do you print off a pretty picture every year, but you don't know what to do with it? Why don't you have PC Ag Solutions analyze your data to help you make profitable decisions for the upcoming season? We can help you analyze your data from your planter, sprayer, or combine and compare it to your soil types and nutrient availability. Anything from the planting date to your speed, population, and variety to elevation, drainage, and in-season applications. We can help you make the most profitable decision on your farm. Call us today, 989-868-4444. Along with me, Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association. Chuck, what's on the burner these days with our ag businesses?
Well, aside from the fact that everybody's full speed ahead out there, Terry, a couple things we can update everybody on. Number one, we just posted to our website, miagbiz.org, this morning, a series of newsletter articles we've published over the course of this year, focused on water quality stewardship and some of the good work that farmers and their ag retail advisors are doing to make sure we preserve and protect our Great Lakes. There's some great information on there right at the top of our website. That's a collaborative effort that we've had going with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development for quite some time. It's supported by the MEAP program and by our agribusiness members around the state. So encourage anybody who wants to read about water quality to go online and check out some of those newsletters. Number two thing I'll tell everyone, Terry, next 24 hours, we anticipate a vote in the U.S. House of Representatives on the bipartisan infrastructure framework. This is the hard infrastructure bill that Republicans and Democrats came together to support in the Senate. It would invest in roads and bridges and rails and rural broadband. It is separate from that much larger partisan $3.5 trillion social spending bill that you might read about. This infrastructure bill needs to get passed by the House. It's going to be, by all reports, a close vote. And so we are calling on our members of Congress to support the hard infrastructure portion of this whole deal, which has, again, been supported by both Republicans and Democrats. And we want to see it get done and keep fixing the roads and bridges around our state, Terry.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Chuck, you take care. Have a good day, okay?
Thanks, sir.
You bet. Chuck Lipstrew with the Michigan Agribusiness Association. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. It's all about risk management, and the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency can take care of it for you. They are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. The agents can be reached directly on their cell phones, or you can call the office. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, they're ready to take care of you. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. A day after the chairman of the Joint Chiefs labeled the war in Afghanistan a strategic failure, CBS's Cammie McCormick reports there are more questions from Congress about how it ended.
Lawmakers criticized the withdrawal.
I think we can all agree that the withdrawal was an unmitigated disaster.
From Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
Let me be clear that I support the president's decision to end the war in Afghanistan.
And Joint Chiefs Chairman General Mark Milley on what may come next.
It remains to be seen whether or not the Taliban can consolidate power or if the country will further fracture into civil war.
But the military official said there was no risk-free status quo. If American troops had stayed, more troops would have been needed.
Amid dire warnings, if there's no deal in Congress on spending and no action to lift the debt limit, CBS's Nancy Cordes reports pressures mounting on Democrats in Washington.
Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, they're the ones who are holding up his $3.5 trillion bill. They think it's too expensive, but they haven't said what they